Thursday. It's the Packers going up against the Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. For a touchback. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
A give. This is Montgomery. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six. And just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right there at the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And again, it's Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, They want them on their team.
Rodgers again now. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They come out here in the I. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on second and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here is Montgomery on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he's got room. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Handoff comes to Montgomery, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence, because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Newton on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On second down, here's Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. He got 29 yards that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On first down, this is McCaffrey looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Now a man who subbed in for Andy Lee down the stretch last year, Michael Pilardi, to kick it away, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good pickup there, a 22. Rodgers now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. It's caught outright by Graham. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We have hit halftime. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the 2nd half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Taken from just outside the 30. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Rodgers going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Easy. 26.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and goal at the 3-yard line now. They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. So they're going to go for 2. Rodgers now to throw. It's complete. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
10 yards still left on second down. From the gun, here's Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down is Newton. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jake Ryan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 7-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The tight end changing his position. Again, McCaffrey. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Gano's kick is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted. And they did.
Offense comes to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Rodgers hands to Montgomery, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give him the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
The Panthers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. Room here to run. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kenny Clark in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Newton to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's 2nd down. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it was the Browns that wound up winners in that one. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. First throw of overtime for Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Rodgers now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the 45.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
Rodgers to throw on second down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
First throw in overtime for Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there in overtime. 64 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's say we've been there before. We've seen guys.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things.